Hello and welcome to my channel. Lots of people have concerns about using PVC in hydroponics. So I decided to make a DIY Kratky hydroponic system by recycling some glass bottles. You can also use these hangers for soil-based plants. If you don't want to go through the hassle of cutting a glass bottle, you can use a mason jar. For this project, you will need a glass cutter, a rotary tool with some diamond bits and sanding bands, a jigsaw, a drill, a 1 7/8" hole saw, E6000 glue, and some cord. I scored the bottle on the glass cutter, then poured hot and cold water over the bottle till it broke apart. Don't worry if the cut is not perfect, as you would not see it when finished. Using the Wen rotary tool with the flex shaft attached, I sanded the edge of the glass with the diamond drill bit. For the wooden holders, I traced out the circumference of the glass container, then drew another circle with an offset of 3/4 inch from the original. I painted the bottles using a liquid soap technique. You can check out my video link above for 4 more spray paint techniques. The advantage of painting the bottles is that it makes it opaque and prevents the light from passing through to the nutrients, and thus prevents algae growth. The bottle is first painted and left to dry. Then liquid soap is applied with a syringe, and I immediately spray the black spray paint. I let it sit for about 20 seconds before I rinsed off the soap. I cut out the wooden rings with my CNC machine, but a jigsaw or coping saw can also be used. I sanded it and then applied tung oil to the wood. I marked 3 spots for the cord placement, then drilled the holes. If the inside of the rings are too small to fit around the bottle, you can sand it down. If, however, they are too large, you can cut it in half, then cut off any excess for it to fit snug around the bottle. I coated the inside of the wooden ring with E6000 glue, placed it around the bottle. I wiped off the excess glue, then made sure it was level before leaving the glue to dry overnight. I used a clamp to keep the 2 halves of the ring around the bottle in place while the glue cured. I cut 3 lengths of 16-inch cord for each planter, tied 2 knots on one end, and inserted the other through the hole. Using an O-ring from a keychain, I tied the 3 ends of the cord together in a knot and added a dab of glue so it would not unravel. I sanded the inner circle of the wooden ring at an angle so that it would fit snug into the bottle without falling in. I placed a center mark on the circle and, using the 1 7/8" hole saw, drilled through the circle to create the hole to accommodate the 2-inch net cup. I measured the pH level of a gallon of water. It was a bit high, so I added some pH down and brought it down to a pH of 5.8. I added 2 teaspoons of Maxi-Grow and stirred it thoroughly until it dissolved. I thought the ppm reading was a bit too high, so I added some more water and brought it down to 1,000. I rinsed off the soil of some store-bought seedlings, kale, shadow benny, and basil. I inserted the seedling into the net cup and added hydroton for stability. I filled up the glass container with the nutrient solution, making sure that there would be some air space left between the roots and the surface of the nutrients so that the plant would not drown. The plants were placed into the glass containers and then hung outdoors. I would recommend changing out the nutrient solution between every 7 and 10 days. If you're interested in building a hydroponic tower or a PVC Kratky system, be sure to check out the links provided. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Take care and bye for now.